Before this video starts, guys, if you guys could go drop a follow to my friend Imzo. He helped me with the duel with the iPhone wallpapers. His @ name is going to be in the description. It's also Will Imzo, W-I-L-L-E or M-Z-O. Sorry, Will Imzo. He did the monkey and the shark, and he basically helped me out with everything. And yeah, guys, just go drop a follow to him. He's gonna be in the description. So I just want to let you guys know that yeah, he's a big help, cool guy. So yeah, go ahead and follow him. Yeah, what is up, guys? It is Gatsby here, and today I'm going to bring you guys a new tutorial on what I do and what you could do to make your images kind of look like this, but in your own version. I'm just going to show you the steps on how to do it. This is like final touching. So this is what I have right now. That's what it's going to look like. Okay, so we have the group of all the stuff inside of the folders, and it'll show that got a beam, particles, rain, light, orange light, you know, little beams. All right, so we're gonna take all those back on. That's basically what I did on that. All right, so we're gonna take this and we're gonna group to Control or Command J, and then we're going to Control or Command E if you have a Mac. We're going to duplicate that one more time. Then we're going to go to Blur Gallery, and this is Tilt Shift. And what we're going to do is actually messed up. Let's go back. Alright, so we have our image right there, and then we're going to duplicate that one. Then first of all, don't go to Blur Gallery because we missed one step. Go to Render, go to Clouds, Overlay, or Soft Light. It really depends on your liking. I'm gonna go with Soft Light. Alright, so I'm gonna erase this little spot right there because nah, I'm not gonna erase. Alright, so group those together. Group, Control J, Control E, Control J one more time. So it goes Control G, Control J, Control E, Control J. So it's like a 3/4, whatever the fuck. Alright, so we're gonna go and so we put the clouds on. So that's what the clouds look like. Basically, show you what the clouds look like with and went off. Alright, so we got these two right here, and then so what we're gonna do, we're gonna go down to Render. We're gonna go, first of all, what we want to do is take the selection tool, or yeah, and we're gonna press, well, we're gonna delete that first one actually. One second, delete that. And go right here, right click, view layer cut, delete that one, go to this one, and then Control J. So what I just did is basically I made it cut out this little image right here, because if you go to, well, I'm going to show you what it does if you don't do that, is so you have your image right here, and if you go to, like, if you copy that real quick, go down to Render and then Lens Flare, you'll see that all the clouds back here and then the original wallpaper and all that stuff, it's not what it's supposed to look like. You know, the flare is way out here instead. It's not supposed to be. So what we're gonna do is delete that layer, like I did before. Select it, via layer cut, and then this is the outside of what we were looking at. So delete that, get that layer right there, and Control J. Go to Filter, Render, Lens Flare, all that, most of it's eliminated. Take that flare, bump it up a bit, like that, press OK, and then we have our lens flare. Okay, so group those together, like you did all the other ones. Control G, Control J, Control E, Control J one more time, and then we're gonna go to Blur Gallery, tilt, go to the flare where you were. And preferably we want the eyeball to be like the main focus of the image. So we're gonna bring that way up there. Bring these out. These take the blur a little bit. They kind of stretch it out a little bit. I'm gonna stretch that out just a little bit like that, so it looks fine and dandy. Take the same one up here, bring that out, and then we're gonna bring that blur just a little bit up. Not too much to where you can't see literally anything, because if it was way up here, then that would just be retarded. So raise your blur up just a tad bit more, about to 28. No, a little bit lower. Let's try 18. Yeah, 18 will be good. All right, so you got your. We're gonna see what it looks like with and without it. So there's your blur. There's with it off. There's with it off. Or with off, with on. All right. So we're gonna group that together, and we're gonna Control J, Control E, Control J one more time, and then we're gonna go to Blur, Gaussian blur. And I know it looks like that. It's because I had it way too high, and I completely didn't realize that until just now. So you got your. Alright, so press OK, get your eraser tool, make it about a good maybe 650. Let's bring that up to about 850. Alright, so I'm gonna erase the eyeball, and then I'm gonna erase the nose, and then we're gonna erase the chin. That should look pretty decent. And Control G, Control J, Control E, Control J one more time. Then this is where the this is why I talk about all the time on Twitter. If you follow me at Zero Gatsby, ZeroGatsby, and I talk about it a lot. If you it comes with Photoshop CC. If it comes with any other programs, then let me know in the comments below. But what we're gonna do is we have the image here. We're gonna right-click the second one that you copied, convert to Smart Object. Gonna go up to filter to camera raw filter, and it's gonna bring up a window, and it's gonna look really difficult, but it's actually really easy. What people can do, and what some people do, is they just go to auto and it just completely autocorrects it. But we're gonna go and we're just gonna go to custom. So the temperature, I'm sure you know what temperature means. If you don't, just Google it. I'm not gonna call you retarded or anything. But we're gonna raise this up. It could be blue, it could be just like pure blue or pure yellow, but we're not gonna do that. So we're gonna make a blue kind of tint to it. That's gonna be perfect right there. The tint, same thing, green, purple. We're gonna make this a little bit green, like so. Exposure brings it darker, brings it lighter. Basically what it does is this light right here, this light source, is gonna bring it way up. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that a little bit down, and the contrast is basically self-explanatory what these things do. I mean, if you just toy with it, then you'll see what it does. But we're going to keep that at +6. The highlights, those are like the kind of like the color popping. Like you see how the flare up here, it kind of brightens up a little bit. We're going to take it right about to 22. Shadows, self-explanatory. The shadows, bring it down, bring it up. You can do whatever you want, really. We're going to keep that about +3. The whites, you can bring them down, or you can bring them up, just like any other. We're going to keep those a little down, though. The blacks, same concept, but completely opposite color. Absence of colors, by the way, people. Black is not a color; it's an absence of colors. Well, you Google it, you'll understand what that means. The clarity, bring that up, or you can bring it down just like any other. So this is basically gonna like kind of make everything pop together. So I'm going to bring that up to about 20. Vibrance, if you know what Photoshop is, then you know what vibrance is. Hopefully. We're not going to mess with saturation. The highlights, lights, dark, shadows, basically they are the same in here, but they just do a little bit more detail. So you see like that, the light kind of shines a little bit more. We're not going to worry about the lights and darks, shadows. If you have CC, you can play with those by yourself, you know, figure out what they do. You can see what that does. See, makes it a little bit brighter, makes it darker. But we're going to keep that same. So here's the fun part. Here's the sharpening. A lot of people, what they like to do is they like to go into Photoshop and they go to filter, sharpen, and then they just click on the sharpen without doing really anything of high depth or anything. So as you can see is the raindrops, you can barely see the raindrops. They're kind of fading. They're kind of blending in with them. If you want it to pop with the leaves and the nose sharpening, just bring it up. That's exactly what I did. That's what it looks like before. Boom. Boom. Crazy, right? The radius is the sharpening. It's kind of spreading it out, basically. So if you bring that up, spreading it out a little bit. Detail, the detail of the sharpening. See, it brings out the details. So we're going to keep that about 43. And the masking, you can basically see what that does. If you can see the little light, the eyeball, you want to focus on the eyeball. So kind of blends it, you know, makes it a little harsher. It kind of blends it a little bit together. But we're gonna keep this down here so you can really see, you can really focus inside of the eyeball. What Luminance does is it's going to blend everything together, so it kind of makes it look like if you were to it kind of makes it a little bit smoother instead of a lot harsh like this. So if you bring that all the way up to like 99 or something, it just completely makes it look like it's foggy, and we don't want that look. It just kind of looks crappy. So we got this image right here, and it looks pretty sharp. And all these settings you can mess with by yourself. The grain, we're gonna mess with the grain a little bit. All right, so what the grain does, it makes it a little bit more realistic. You see, if you bring it way too much up, then it just completely ruins it. But if you make it maybe around 5, then it'll just look like a dime. This is color collaboration. These are the presets, lens correction. If you want to do all that, then you can. You have to have Photoshop CC for this, I believe. We're gonna press OK. I wonder how many times I've said in this commentary so far. So we're gonna take this off, and we're gonna see the difference. See the raindrops, you still can't see them, the leaves, and there's a tint, all that. So that's basically how you do that. So there's a huge difference. But what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this one, the bottom one that you haven't edited yet, and we're just going to show the difference between sharpen and other sharpen. You see how the sharpen it kind of barely sharpens it, just barely. And I mean, if you want to, you can even go to sharpen more. You know, it'll make it pop just a little bit. It's if you don't have CC, if you don't want to like get in depth detail with it, then that's basically how you do that. But we're not going to do that. This is more kind of an advanced way, and there's a cool little tint to it. So we got that together, and I'm going to group these together like we have been doing all the other ones. Control J, Control E, Control J one more time, or delete that one. And then we're going to go and we're going to select this, cut, and then we're going to Control J. Sorry, I'm burping. I just drank some Dr. Pepper. So we're gonna double click on that one, and then we're gonna go and we're gonna put inner glow on it, like a lot of people do. And we're gonna, you see how it's on screen. You can bring this up or you can bring it down. Doesn't really matter. If you go on screen and put it to overlay, it kind of blends it together just a bit. It kind of makes it a little pop a little bit. You know what I mean? Make it really small. Bring up the opacity. We'll see what the difference looks like. Just puts a little bit of a border on it. So that's what it looks like on that one. We did a little bit different. You know, it's okay. But that's what it looks like on that one. If you want to get the full effect on this one, then you're gonna have to actually toy with the settings a lot more. This one, it took me about 10-20 minutes to make. The color correction and the sharpening and all that, because the filter options, that's the whole entire wallpaper itself took me about, I don't know, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, I don't know. But we have this one. It may look a little darker right here. If you want it to look a little darker right here, I'll show you how to do that right now. Alright, so you get these two right here, Control J, Control G, Control J, Control E, Control one more time, or here, let's take that off. We are going to put a color, brightness and adjustments. Take the brightness and bring this all the way down to right about there. Right, so we're going to get the eraser tool and we are going to make this about a 390. Alright, so we're going to, oh, no, not that way. We're going to take this from the flare, hold shift, and click all the way down here. Hold shift, click all the way down. And that's basically how you do that part. And it almost looks the same. The clouds are a little bit more in depth on this one. This one's a little bit more green. That one's a little bit more of a serious color. But that's basically how you do that one. It's just more of a camera raw filter. But what we're going to do here is we're going to group all these together. And we're going to group all that together. Control J, Control E. And this is going to be more of a Control J, Control J, Control J. We're going to make 3 of these. And this is for like high pass, if you want to learn how to do high pass. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this original image and we're going to, the first one, we're going to put it on, actually we're going to do the top one first. Go here, put on overlay, go to other, high pass 1000, and you can toy with these the same as any other ones. Just let that load a little bit. Filter high pass. A lot of people use high pass, but some people, they use high pass and I don't know, I don't feel like they really know how to use it too well. I mean, I don't even know how to use it as good as a lot of other designers. Like the professional ones, I don't know how to use it like them, or some designers in the community. Some of them use it a lot better than I do. They know how to use it a lot more in depth. But this is basically how I do it. Well, this is actually how Flu does it. This is where I learned it from. Now, notice how this one is on overlay. We're going to take these and put them onto soft light. Go to high pass one more time, or actually this is going to be a second time. And we're going to make this one 100. Press OK. Take that one off. Put this one in soft light one more time. Go to high pass and put it on a 1%. You're going to see what that does, basically. And with all these put together, it basically looks like that if you don't mess with it. But we're going to mess with it a lot. So you can take the soft light or the overlay one, bring that down about 25. And that one should be good. Bring this one down to about 30. This one about 15. Turn these all back on and group them together. You can definitely see what it does. You can make it a little bit more colorful. More of a kind of bluish kind of texture feel to it. It's before, after, before, after. If you want to lower them down a little bit, you can. It's your project. Lower these down a little bit. I'm just doing these by just random picks, so you can see what it does. You can see that brings a little bit more bump into it, I guess. But that's basically it. That's how to make your images a lot more sharper and more cooler, I guess you want to say. But once you get all these and you make them the exact way you want it, so you have the final image right here. You go to File, and instead of Save for Web, you go to Save As, and it's gonna have Photoshop, PSD, PDD, or whatever. Did I just say PDD? Go to JPEG and then save it for, I guess, tutorial. And this box is gonna come up. You can go to a small file. This is gonna be low. It's gonna be 538 kilobytes. Or you can bring it all the way up to maximum. It's gonna be like 1.1 megabyte. Press OK. And with Twitter, I believe it's you can make it up to 2.999 and still upload it. But I think it's if it's 3.0. As soon as it hits 3 megabytes, you can't really upload it. I'm not really sure. You're gonna have to play with that. I'm not really sure on how the Twitter thing works. But that's basically it on this tutorial. It's just how to sharpen your images, use camera raw filter, tilt blur, a little bit of Gaussian blur, the lens flare, high pass, and saving your image. So if you guys have any comments, or if you guys have any tutorial suggestions that you might think I know how to do, or if you have any suggestions on what kind of uploads you want me to do, just throw them in the comments below, and I read all my comments. I go to them every single day and read them and see what people want me to produce. If you want more iPhone wallpapers like this, I can bring them out. By the way, if you want to know what the original image looks like, I will show you right now. I think that's it. Ooh, that's not good. That is basically what the original, well, not really what the original, this is more than one type. It's more than one. Like, it's got two faces. Well, not two faces, like an idiot. It's got another half. It's not just that one. I'll show you the image if you would like to see. If you like to see it or not, doesn't matter. I'm going to show you anyways. This is the original image. Coming up in just a second. This is the original image compared to the iPhone wallpaper. That's what it looks like on iPhone, and this is what it looks like just regular. I'm gonna drag it over to kind of see the well, it's a lot bigger. Size it down. It's got a whole entire different climate to it. That's kind of like in the jungle, raining, But again, guys, if you like this video, drop a like. If you would like to comment on anything, if you would like me to try to do anything else, Cinema 4D maybe, I don't know. I'm not really in depth with Cinema 4D. Mostly just Photoshop. But if you want to show some support and just drop a comment to show what you want me to do next, and I will be sure to try to do that. But yeah, that's about it, guys. It's been Gatsby, and I'm out.